Hi there, welcome to our channel. I'm Vic.
I'm Nick.
And we are Envy Board Gaming. And today we're hitting you with another quarterly review. We're going to have our game stats, games that have improved, games that we've kind of cooled on a little bit, the best games that we played in this quarter, and give you an idea of just how many games we played. So Nick's got the numbers.
Yep. We always start out by saying how many games we played in this last quarter. And that number is down a bit, as you might imagine. We didn't play quite as many, I felt like. 173. So still good. Just, we're usually around the 200s, I would say. So 173 was this quarter. Unique to us games, there's 80 unique games. That's also down. We were over 100 last time, I believe. And new to us, 36 games that are new to us, have not played before, and we just learned them this quarter. So, what do you think is the game we played the most? Between us both, I mean, again, we always say that the solos have to count too, so I guess you include that as well.
I'm going to guess it's probably either Arnak or Ark Nova.
Nope. Let me see. Ark Nova is 5. Arnak did not make the top. So we had a bunch of 5s. The number 1 was a 7, so I'll count the 5s first. Ark Nova, Carnegie, Floriferous, The Loop, Now or Never, Stroganoff, Viticulture World, and Wingspan were all 5. 6, we had 2 games, My City and It's a Wonderful Kingdom. And 7 was Delicious, the winner. Delicious,
we
played the most.
Delicious.
Yeah, because I played solo as well.
That makes sense, yeah. Fun game.
Yep. All right, so now we'll get into the more, the not so objective things. So, subjectively, favorite new to you game, Victoria?
So my favorite new to me game, this was hard coming up with this list.
It always is.
I had to go with a game that at first I did not know I would like.
Okay.
I was looking at it as weird. What's this theme? What is this game? And is this like an evil game or is this like a Halloween
I know where
game?
you're going.
And it was Golem. Dry Euro, I guess. Dry. Not Captain the Board isn't amazing or anything, but what a game. It's really fun. So Golem is my favorite new to me game.
All right. I have that as my favorite new to me game as well, and I also have Tzolk'in. So I wrote 2 down.
Nice.
Tzolk'in the Mind Calendar was new to us technically, even though it's an older game. All right. Which one grew on you over time?
So this was a game that I was really happy you brought into the collection. By the cover, as soon as I saw the box, I said, "Oh, you got that game?" It's Wingspan.
Oh.
So Wingspan, we played once on the Dice Tower cruise the first year we went in 2020. We played it. I didn't really fully get it, maybe, or I didn't play well, and it was harder for me to understand and learn it at that time. And we revisited it when Nick bought it. And I thought, wow, this is a really great game. We were able to actually play it with my parents, which was really cool. And yeah, I had to go with Wingspan.
I consider that as well. I ended up going with Korra, Rise of an Empire. I think that game, it's even better than I gave it credit for. It's just a simple rule set, and it plays really nice. And I like the tactile feel of it too, with all the cards you play are actually thick cardboard, and your options. When you start playing it more, you realize how well designed it is.
Yeah.
It's just a smooth game. All right, and dropped. What dropped for you?
So this became obvious to me when we were doing the review for the game and we had played it a few times. And it has to be, it's unfortunate because the theme I really enjoy and I want to like whenever I have animals in games. But New York Zoo, for what we were doing in the game, when you pointed it out during the review, it really was like, oh yeah, that is so true. There's not much to this game at all. You're moving around in a circle and so I'd have to say New York Zoo for me. It started off really cool, the idea of it, and then I was just okay with it.
We don't have much dispute in this video because that's what I picked too. Usually we have a disagreement and even disappointments between each other. Like, oh, you picked that? That's like my favorite.
Yeah.
This one, I agree. I agree again. New York Zoo dropped for me, I would say, by the third play.
Yeah.
By the third play, I was like, okay, I have had enough. That's enough. All right. Well, how about your favorite game in general? What's your favorite game you played?
Well, this is hard. So it's a tie because I couldn't quite pick one. Zolkin, I would say, is there because it was so cool. The idea of moving around on the gears and the thought of painting them eventually. Wahaha, don't do that. It looks. I want to paint the gears. They look paintable. Yeah, and so putting them down, moving and teaching the game, and everybody kind of being impressed by its table presence when we played with Tim and Alyssa. So Zolkin, because we hadn't played it, we played Teotihuacan. Remix. That, and then Ark Nova, because I've really honed my skills on Ark Nova and being able to really maximize my turns and make the most out of the actions that I select and when I do. And so I've seen my score get better in that game, and I feel a lot more competitive now in the game. So it's just seeing your trajectory is just, that had to be a favorite.
All right, so I have a question for you. Zolkin was not on your favorite new to you game, but it was on your favorite game. Can you explain why that might be?
I didn't know if it was new this quarter, and I was asking you as we were going through the games.
Okay.
And then I felt bad to keep saying, is this new? Is this one new? Is this one new? So I wasn't quite fully sure if it was new in this quarter, if we played it last quarter, and then it spilled into this one. So
well, my favorite game played is going to be my favorite game, so it's Scythe. It may have not been my favorite play of it because it was 2-player, which isn't the most optimal way to play Scythe. You probably want to play it 3 and 4, but it's still my favorite game, so I'm going to put it as my favorite game played. I can also go, since it wasn't my favorite play of it, maybe Underwater Cities is up there, maybe Ark Nova's up there. There's so many choices. Zolkin's up there. There's so many games that we love and we played.
Yeah, I forgot with Scythe we had that first opportunity to play with the miniatures.
All your painted stuff.
The painted stuff.
And the 3D printed stuff.
Oh, yeah, all your upgraded stuff. Oh, man, it looks so good. And when you're playing the game...
And the big board. We were playing on the big oversized board. So, yeah, everything was really...
It looked awesome.
It looked really cool.
Mm-hmm. So that definitely was a highlight for sure. So what was your best experience then?
I am going to go with Viticulture World with Andrew and Sam again, because another crossover, because it was so close. The game was so tight. It was like the best game of Viticulture period that I've played.
Yeah.
It's not going to work out that way every time, but it did for them, and it was cool because we were showing them.
Yeah.
And it just happened to be the best game of Viticulture I've ever played, so it's my favorite experience.
Yeah, mine too. Best experience.
What a boring quarter.
Yeah, you guys, did you go to bed? You fall asleep yet? We're the same, I guess. We got married to each other because we have a lot in common. And now we're showing...
I'm going total opposite next time. I'm going to think, what would Vic do? I'm doing the opposite.
We don't do this in front of each other. Obviously, this is a surprise. We don't discuss it or debate it with each other and consider it. So it's unfortunate that we feel the same, but is it unfortunate? Because if we had big disagreements, how would we ever play together?
So my favorite game for next quarter is going to be like Cards Against Humanity and different games that you would never pick.
Well, that's our quarterly review. Sorry it wasn't that thrilling compared to our other reviews.
Those aren't that thrilling either.
I thought they were. But if you want to share with us some of your stats, we always like to hear the games that people are playing, how many times you played them, and some of your own experiences in the last 3 months. Let us know in the comments below, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.